Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful Geminis doing today? I hope all is well. Now, you know we got to do our routine. This is something that you should be so used to. Leave that baggage outside the door. You're coming into our sacred realm, place of solace. Inhale, exhale twice. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and shake it off. Don't you feel better? Shake it off. I hope so. I know I do. I got to breathe in between readings because some of the energy be trying to knock me out. How you guys doing? How are my Geminis? I hope all is well. Yes, it's a new day. New time in your life, new phase. You climbing up the ladder, Geminis. I know you were changing up a lot last time we talked in your life. Recognizing that you were not the problem in the relationship. So let's see what messages are meant for us moving forward. Come on, Geminis. Five. Ooh, you disappointed in some stuff. Page of Cups. Things haven't worked in your favor, but you are still optimistic and you're thinking of another game plan. Go ahead. Go ahead. You are not one to be messed with. Still holding on to that past relationship too because you got feelings for that person. And somehow or some way, you're going to find a way to break through and break out. Because people be trying you. People be testing you. And look at that. You burying the old. So you don't want that relationship anymore because of stuff that transpired. Wow. You know, Gemini, when you're in your space and you're just thinking through everything, people don't get it. You've tried to overcome certain things, and it's just been like a hardship. It has you thinking about so many things. What did you do wrong? Why didn't this work out? You get a little tired of your job, but you know that you can't quit because you need the income. And until you have someone to replace it, not someone, but something to replace it, you're just torn. You're not happy. You're not happy right now. You're going through the motions of everything. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You could see some improvement in your life, but it seems like a lot of times when you take 3 steps forward, you're taking 2 steps back, and you're constantly doing things over, and it becomes annoying after a while. And you ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? Why is this not working in my favor? But the persistence and the consistency and the perseverance will knock out all those walls. You're going to be doing some kind of moving, and you're changing your course. The road has been rocky for you. The water, beautiful blue water, but it has not been, I should say it has not been calm. It's been chaotic. And because you're working towards building yourself up better, you're still hopeful and optimistic and healing through the process. The love that you thought you had, it was just, you're just going to take things slow. You believe you moved a little too fast with that past relationship. And you don't want to, you're going to bury that stuff. That's what's happening. You're going to bury that stuff. And you notice what I love? With the Emperor, you're showing that stability, that foundation, that growth, that maturity, that understanding, basic comprehension of recognizing, and you're ready to go at any time. You're taking action in your life. You're not standing still and letting life live through you on the back channels. You're moving forward and you're going to be out there. You realize this is a new time for you. It's a new phase in your life, and you just see the opportunities and the possibilities, and you are holding your own self back. But through it all, it ends up with you being in charge, you sitting on your throne. You realize that what was, and you're looking for new beginnings, a new chapter, a new phase, and this is it. You're so optimistic because you realize that you're not going to stay stuck anymore. You're not going to wait for people to get their act together in order for you to progress. You're going to work on you. You're going to build up on yourself. You're going to make changes in your life and recognize the fact that, you know what? Not all the time do things work in your favor. It doesn't mean that you're a failure or a bad person. It just means that that's just another weed, another hurdle that you got to get over. Pick up all the weeds and throw them out. Put them out to pasture and off of your patch of land. Burn them in a pile. Do what you have to do. But the past is the past. And if anybody wants to be with you, they have to come correct. You've been down in the dumps too long. You've been sulking too long, dwelling on what was. And now you just feel that it's time to let go and let loose. It's time for you to just enjoy every moment. You're looking at your future and you don't want to stay stuck. You won't stay in misery reflecting on what somebody didn't do to complement your life. The person is looking at you, if you know, whether it's your Instagram, your Facebook, they are watching you. Snapchat, they are watching you, listening to what you're doing, listening to what you're wearing, listening to what you're saying. They got their eyeballs focused on you. And you know what? You realize that if they want you, they got to come for you. You're not going to keep dwelling on things, trying to doubt yourself because you're not sure what pulled you guys apart. Your heart is still there, but you're putting it behind you. You know? So you got the Five of Cups. You got the Page of Cups. You got the Page of Wands. You have the Lovers, Death, and the Emperor. You got to go through some stuff before you get to where you want to be. You're on the right track as far as employment and things, but you feel some sort of emotional distress in your life because somebody you really, really, really liked didn't do right by you. And the thing is, it's making you doubt yourself, but you are not at fault. This person is confused about their own life. That's why they can't deal with you on the level you need to be dealt with. You put too much questions to them. You intimidate them. You make them feel less than, even though you're not intentionally doing it. But because you put them on the spot and you have certain expectations, they don't feel that they can match up to what you expect of them because they don't want to be accountable for things that they do. And you are the type of person that you got a good memory. You will make them know that if they're going to be with you, they got to come correct. Because remember, you're a twin. And this person cares for you. They like you a lot and stuff, but they don't want to answer the questions. They want to just live and do things, and whatever falls in place, falls in place. And you've done that before, but you're not feeling that no more because when you like somebody, you like them. And it's either they feel the same way or they need to keep moving. So don't dwell on one situation. You see, even here with the Five of Cups, there's more opportunities here behind you. You got to do your due diligence and look around and see that there are so many more possibilities. You test the water, 3 didn't pan out, but there's 2 more to test. One of those may pan out, but you'll never know if you stay sulking over the 3 that didn't work out for you. You have to be able to realize that Everybody that presents themselves in a certain way may not always be what you think. And you can't blame yourself for the lackings of others. If people don't measure up to your expectations, you could still be nice and kind and friendly to them. You don't have to banish them from your life, but you do have to recognize that if they're not falling in line for the two of you to mesh together, they're not to be in your circle. When you are growing, you get to recognize people for who they are and what they are. Now that you're starting to get more in touch with your intuition and your feelings, Gemini, you're starting to realize that certain people don't fit in with you. You are taking a leap of faith and adjusting your life accordingly because you realize that some of these disappointments are actually blessings in disguise. You're great on communication. You try to understand everything that is said to you, anyone that comes and partakes in your life, what they really represent and what they mean. You know, like there's certain words that may trigger you that people say, so you'll investigate them further. You're going to be more assertive and more in the tone of releasing any doubt from yourself. You don't want to blame yourself for things all the time when it doesn't work out. Sometimes it's the other person and it's not you. You're a big stickler for communication, so if anything is going wrong, you would at least know about it. You understand? And if this person can't be there for you as a supporter that you need, how do they complement your life? Answer the question, I'll wait. Cat Williams' voice, I'll wait. It's like we hold on so dearly to something because we're afraid of being alone. You don't want to be alone, Gemini, so you would tolerate more because of the fact you figure, let me change up some of my ways so that I can keep this person. But do they deserve you? Let's be honest. Do they really deserve you? You have been upfront, you have been honest, you have been sharing your concerns and sharing your heart. And it's not fully reciprocated. And then it's like they don't come correct, which triggers you. You want to be loved and you want to share your love. But Gemini, you got to share it with the right person. Everybody that applies for the job is not qualified to handle it and do the work. And you've put up with enough rejects that you recognize the fact that you want more. You want more. You want somebody that's sincere, persistent, and caring, and supportive, and willing to step up their game to be part of your life. If you don't want to step up now, you think the person going to step up later? Leave them alone. Don't dwell on it. Your career move in regards to that, look for something that's going to make you happier. But don't quit a job until you have something to replace it. And weigh your pros and cons with your employment and figure out what's the best route for you and can this job offer it to you. There's a lot of things going on in your life right now. And you're still positive, you're still optimistic, but you're concerned about certain elements in your life. You're concerned about growth in your life. You're concerned about climbing in your life. The person that is with you, are they climbing with you or pulling you down? Do they make you feel bad about yourself and less than? Do they support you? Do they make you feel special, alive, like you want to drink from their well? Those are questions that are easy enough to answer if you're truthful with yourself. Envision the kind of relationship you want and see if this person even fits in there. And it's not you trying to downplay anything. It's you trying to recognize as far as what is really meant for you to grasp. You are coming in tune with who you are and you want to know that you're on the right path and this person respects you for who you are and is looking forward to building something more solid with you. Is this person in that realm to make that happen? Only you could answer that question because you know how you feel when you're with them. Take the time to listen to yourself. Figure out who's for you, what you want, and how you're going to get there. Don't allow people to take a seat at your table when they don't even belong, because they're out for themselves and not for you. Figure out where you stand in any relationship, because you know what it is you're seeking. You know what it is you want, but you could only obtain it if you believe that you deserve it. Too many times, people and things fall short in your life, and you excuse it. You get mad at the time, but then you fall back in line. If this person wants to be with you, you have to allow them to show you. Don't assume, show me. Share with them things you like, things you don't like. Speak. Speak. Be accountable. Let them be accountable. Because we're talking about long term. We're not talking about no short term remedy. You know, you're about to travel or move. You're looking at everything from every angle. You know that you're stable as far as your growth goes. You're just wanting to expand and to grow further up the ladder. You don't have to be boss, but you have to be content with where you are and who you're with. That's an important message, because if you're honest with yourself, Gemini, you'll realize that everybody in your circle is not meant to be there. Some people compliment you and bring something to the table, while others attaching themselves to linger on just for some quick remedy where they have no content and no true purpose in your life. They just want to be present where you are because they see your pattern of growth. They see that you're working towards your better and greater self. There's nothing and nobody that could hold you back. There's people that have been trying, but because of your fortitude, because of your prayers, because of your tenacity, because of your strength, because of your faith, because of your belief, they won't get the opportunity to keep you down. Make you pause for a minute, but they're not going to grab those reins and control it. You have your reins. You can't help who likes you and who doesn't like you. Most important, you got to like yourself. Like who you are. And people will respect you accordingly. You know what you want in a relationship. Don't let people make you settle for less. And that's your truth. That's your truth, and you know it. You know it, because the Emperor is action ready, ready to go at any time, falling in line, got a team supporting them. That's what you're experiencing right now. You know you're not alone. You know this. You know your growth potential is phenomenal. A lot is being revealed to you, and it's for you to apply it to your life. Don't miss the messages meant for you. But your intuition, Gemini, woo! You calling people out for they shiggity. You ain't playing. You are not playing. It's either they growing with you or they growing somewhere else. But if they can't help you to water your plants daily, the growth is not going to take place. It's just a game you're playing. And you know who's serious and who's not. Who's a compliment and who's a hindrance. Look through every aspect, every lens of your life, and figure out what it means to have certain people in your life. And don't dwell on your failings. Focus on you overcoming in business, in work, career, and relationships. You are faithful. You are bound to achieve great things in your life. And don't allow other people to make you doubt what you deserve. Don't let other people put a limit and restrict you from your growth pattern, your growth chart. Do know that you are stable and you are solid and you are forging forward. And you are on your throne, ready for action at any time. Look at these steel boots right here. Look at the strength and power in these boots. You're on stable and solid ground, ready to venture out when need be. You know the possibilities. You know the growth potential. And to think somebody had you doubting your gifts. Don't allow that. That's nonsense. It's ridiculous. You're a powerful human being, and you're stepping into your power. Keep believing, keep healing, keep being optimistic. Stop dwelling on the past. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You got this. You got this. I'm serious. You really have it. It's just that you get anxious and anxiety when you're going through this process because you want to make sure you're making the right decision. But there's no guarantee with anything in life. The only guarantee I can tell you is that it shows you growing beyond what you thought. It shows you climbing up the ladder. It shows you gaining that stability and that footing into where you need to be, where you want to be. This is your time to allow your greatness to shine through and not to allow people to dim your light. Only you carry the switch to turn it off and on. You're not giving other people that power anymore. Take care. Garnetqueentarot here saying, be your best self. Who's meant to be with you is going to be with you regardless, because that's a given. You shall overcome, not just in song, but in reality. You shall overcome. You shall overcome someday. Come on, Gemini, you got this. We're going to talk soon. Be lifted. Elevate yourself to your full potential. And don't let naysayers and doubters make you feel less than. And by no means will you ever again dim your light from shining because of the issues of other people. Shine bright like a diamond. Isn't there a song for everything? Shine bright like a diamond. I'm just saying to you, you live in your best life because you're learning as you grow. And this time with issues and chaos shall pass soon, as long as you keep the faith and believe. This is a daily journey, and you don't get a pass. You got to do the work so the growth can take place and your life can happen to be in line the way you want it to be. But the sweat equity, the work is needed in there, and soon that leaf will turn over. Take care. Talk soon. Garnetqueentarot here saying, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please allow yourself the elevation, the pause to look at every situation and make a judgment call that aligns with your lifestyle and what you're seeking. This is not a game. This is your life. Live it. Talk soon.